Daniel 11 and the Kings of the North and South. Daniel 11 is a chapter in the Bible that describes a series of conflicts between the king of the north and the king of the south. Traditionally, these terms have been interpreted to refer to various historical empires and rulers in the Near East. Revelation 17 and the Eight Kings. Revelation 17 discusses a vision of a woman riding a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads are interpreted as 7 kings, with an 8th king who belongs to the 7. Donald Trump was the 6th king and again the 8th king. Modern interpretations. These ancient prophecies may be linked to contemporary political figures and events. For example, Jimmy Carter to Donald Trump, these U.S. presidents are seen as modern kings of the North. Iran, Persia often identified as the king of the South in these interpretations. George Bush, sometimes labeled as a contemptible person. Bill Clinton, referred to as a raiser of taxes. Barack Obama, described in some interpretations as a king who does not delight in women, because he is a homosexual married to a transgendered man. Donald Trump, seen as a king who reacts in fury to international events, such as the BRICS summit. Daniel 11 verse 45 and the U.S. Embassy moved to Jerusalem. Some interpretations of Daniel 11 verse 45 suggest that it refers to the move of the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem by President Donald Trump on May 14, 2018. The verse mentions the king setting up his royal tents between the seas and at the Holy Mountain, which some see as a reference to the embassy's location between the Mediterranean Sea and the Dead Sea, near the Temple Mount. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem is about 1 mile from the Temple Mount. This event was significant in geopolitical terms and has been viewed by some as fulfilling biblical prophecy. This move also happened during the crucial 70th year of Daniel 9. The biblical symbolic names of Donald Trump. Messiah. In Daniel 9 verses 25 to 6:26, Donald Trump is likened to Cyrus the Great, who is referred to as a Messiah in Isaiah 45 verse 1. Cyrus was a Persian king who allowed the Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. Similarly, some see Trump as a modern-day figure who supports Israel. The king who takes reign in 2027 is a political messiah, like Cyrus. Michael. In Daniel 12, Michael is described as a great prince and defender of Israel. Some interpretations suggest that Trump plays a similar role in defending Israel's interests. Beast. The term beast and the number 666 are often associated with apocalyptic prophecy in the book of Revelation. Some interpretations link Trump to these symbols, suggesting a period of turmoil or destruction. The significance of September 23, 923, in movies and TV media. September 23, often referred to as 923, has been a recurring motif in various movies and TV shows. This date has appeared in films such as Knowing, where it is one of the last dates of destruction 1, and Deep Impact, which shows the numbers 9 to 21 and 9 to 23 on Underground Caves 1. The Simpsons also featured predictions related to September 232. These instances have led to speculation and theories about the hidden meanings and potential significance of this date. Yom Teruah, Rosh Hashanah, on September 23, 2025. In 2025, Yom Teruah, also known as Rosh Hashanah, falls on September 233. This Jewish New Year marks the anniversary of the creation of Adam and Eve and is a day of judgment and coronation of God as King for. The alignment of this significant religious observance with the date September 23 in 2025 is unique and noteworthy. Anecdotal support for the second coming of Jesus. Some believe that the convergence of Yom Teruah on September 23, 2025, provides anecdotal support for the second coming of Jesus. This belief is rooted in the idea that significant religious events and dates may align with prophetic occurrences. While this is a matter of faith and interpretation, the unique alignment of September 23, 2025, with Yom Teruah adds an intriguing layer to the discussion. The 270-day gestation period and the metaphor of birth pains in Matthew 24 verse 8. In Matthew 24 verse 8, Jesus describes the onset of significant global tribulations as the beginning of birth pains. This metaphor is both vivid and profound, symbolizing the escalating intensity of events that will precede a transformative moment in history. Just as labor pains grow in frequency and severity before the birth of a child, the world experiences mounting challenges and upheavals as a precursor to an impending divine shift. The gestation period of 270 days, from November 5, 2024, the election of Donald Trump, to August 3, 2025, mirrors this metaphor. This timeframe represents the human gestational cycle, a period of preparation and development leading to the arrival of new life. Similarly, the world may find itself in a comparable state of anticipation during these months, with escalating birth pains symbolizing a build-up to an extraordinary global event, which is prophesied to occur on August 3, 2025, with the possible detonation of a nuclear warhead in Washington, D.C. The resulting electromagnetic pulse is said to make his kingdom go dark. The power grid of the United States may partly or wholly go out on this date. If this occurs, it would take many months to restore power. This would have to be repaired during a period of World War, perhaps World War III. After this occurrence, Donald Trump may reveal himself to the public as the lawless one, 2 Thessalonians 2. Matthew 24 verse 8 situates this metaphor within a broader discourse on the end times. The birth pains encompass events such as wars, famines, earthquakes, and societal unrest, as outlined in the earlier verses of the chapter. When applied to this specific gestation period, the metaphor underscores the idea that this time may be one of spiritual and societal preparation, a phase of discomfort and upheaval, but also one of profound significance. By framing the 270 days in light of this biblical metaphor, this period takes on a dual meaning. It is both a countdown and a reflection of divine patterns in creation. Just as the pains of childbirth herald the arrival of something miraculous, the birth pains of this time frame point toward a climactic moment in the world's spiritual narrative. This birth is foreshadowed to be the birth, return, of Jesus Christ on Yom Teruah, September 23, 2025. The Devil's Horn solar eclipse, an ominous astronomical sign. On March 29, 2025, approximately halfway through the symbolic 270-day gestation period beginning on November 5, 2024, the skies will bear witness to a striking astronomical event, a Devil's Horn solar eclipse. This partial solar eclipse will be visible in parts of the northeastern United States, including Washington, D.C., and New York City, locations steeped in historical and symbolic significance. The phenomenon, often referred to as devil's horns, occurs when the moon partially obscures the sun during sunrise, leaving only two crescent-shaped points visible. This eerie visual effect has captivated observers and earned its ominous nickname. In this instance, the eclipse will cast its shadow over regions closely tied to the nation's political and cultural identity, including Washington, D.C., often symbolically associated with Babylon, and New York City, the birthplace of Donald Trump. The timing of this celestial event, midway through the gestation period, adds to its symbolic weight. Just as the birth pains described in Matthew 24 verse 8 intensify before a transformative moment, this eclipse may serve as a harbinger of upheaval or change. The alignment of astronomical phenomena with prophetic timelines invites reflection on the interconnectedness of the natural and spiritual realms. Genesis 1 verses 14 to 15 and Joel 2 verses 30 to 31 reference God's purpose of using astronomical signs as markers of significant events in the world. As the sun rises with its horns on display, the event may be seen as a celestial marker, underscoring the gravity of the times. Whether interpreted as a warning, a sign of impending transformation, or a call to vigilance, the Devil's Horn solar eclipse stands as a powerful symbol within the narrative of this gestation period. The astronomical signs in Revelation 12 verses 1 to 3. Revelation 12 verses 1 to 3 describes two significant astronomical signs that mark the day of upcoming pivotal events. These signs, while revealing the exact day, do not specify the year. To determine the year, one must delve into other parts of Scripture, such as Daniel chapters 8, 9, 11, and 12, which collectively point to the quick and final end occurring in 2025. The woman clothed with the sun. The first sign is the celestial vision of a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head. This sign is interpreted as marking the exact day of Jesus Christ's return, September 23. This date aligns with the Feast of Trumpets and holds profound prophetic significance. The 7-planet alignment. The second sign occurred in the early dawn hours of June 17, 2023, when 7 celestial bodies, including the Sun and Moon, aligned. This rare astronomical event coincided with Sivan 28, 5783, on the Anno Mundi, Hebrew calendar. The following year, Sivan 28, 5784, falls on July 4, 2024, marking the end of the 76-year Israeli Callippic cycle to within 1 day. This date is also referenced in the Freemason Operation Blackjack slideshow published on January 12, 2009, which predicts catastrophic events involving the devil and the beast striking Washington, D.C. and potentially other North American cities with EMP-producing attacks. Thus, Revelation 12 verses 1-3 prophesies both September 23, 2025, as the return of Christ and July 4 as a day of significant upheaval.